Hi and welcome to the channel where we are storytelling and role-playing in Crusader Kings 3. This is my House Korp series where we are playing as the head of House Korp and the King of Sweden, King Askild Starkardson. This is a role-playing, so I'm taking my character's traits into consideration when I make my decisions, and most importantly the personality I develop for him based on his traits, but with storytelling parts. It's written pieces of dialogue or environmental storytelling or whatever comes to mind to me when I edit my videos, and it gives more flavor and depth to the game and our story, I think. If you're new to the channel, you'll just have to stick around and see what I mean by storytelling. Right now we are here down in Tunisia, raiding, burning, pillaging and amassing wealth enough so that we can take the step to becoming a feudal society up in Scandinavia. We are here and we have conquered a lot, but we are still tribal and we now need to become feudal in order to advance and get more innovations for our culture. And this is something that my king here is striving for. He is having mixed feelings for this becoming feudal, mostly because he's concerned that his grandfather, our first character, wouldn't like this. He has read some of his old notes and diaries and stories from his reign, and he doesn't think that King Frey would appreciate this feudalism because it is a less free way of life than the tribal way of life. But King Askild here, he's a man who is philosophically inclined, so he is always thinking and considering what goes on around him. But that being said, he doesn't really have, he has opinions, but he kind of refuses to take a stance whether something is right or wrong. For instance, we are raiding and burning and pillaging here, and especially his daughter, Gyda. She's a sadistic and ambitious woman, so she is really into this raiding. She enjoys it and she definitely sees no problem with it at all. Whereas King Askild, he sees that, well, it is really right. He thinks and reflects over these things, but he doesn't take the next step to go as far as to say, no, this is wrong, we shall not do this. He can see there are some moral issues with doing this, and he is not sure that this is the best for the world, but still he's gonna do it because he's mostly concerned with, he thinks of himself as a reformer. He has been leading the finalization of the reformation of our faith, and he is leading he sees himself as someone who leads our society into a better, stronger future, even though he has some doubts whether this is the right way or not. But he kind of sees that he has no choice, and he wouldn't be the first leader in history really who had somewhat quote-unquote good intentions but ended up doing atrocious things. But let's get on with our raiding, and why not, let's go raid the Pope. It's always fun. The Pope, I took a look at him and he's quite strong, so we will have to be careful, but I really want to go raid the Pope here. So let's hope that if he gets an army together, we will need to combine our forces, but we should be strong enough that we can take on his 4,200 men here if he decides that he wants to challenge us raiding. There are easier targets, but I think when you become feudal you cannot go raid anymore, and it would be a shame to leave our history as raiders without having raided the Pope at least once. And here is someone I found in my prison. He was a good military man and a good commander, so my king asked him if he wanted to have his freedom in exchange for converting to our faith and serving us as a champion. He accepted this, so let's see if we can find him someone to marry. He is an intelligent woman of House Galtske. I wonder if this... Oh, no, this is really a new house. She doesn't have any family. She's the only member of this house. It kind of sounds like the house that... Because we started in Västergötland, in the west parts of Sweden. And I think... No, it's the house that starts there. If you don't create your own character, it's Gautske. And this is Galtske, so it's similar. But yeah, she would be a good match for my new champion here. So let's have them married. There you go. And let's leave the burning Tunisian shores behind and go to see the Pope. We will ask him for absolution. Here we go, landing in Rome. There's the Colosseum and we are raiding it. Here is my archpriestess. She's the theocratic ruler of Westphalen, who contains a holy site, the great temple of Irminsul and the holy tree Yggdrasil that grows there. She's an evil atheist, not really fitting for a priestess, but she probably realizes that even though she doesn't really believe in the mumbo-jumbo stuff with the gods and such, she has a good position here and she's gonna make the best of it. That's probably what Archpriestess Silflid of Westphalen thinks. I know you are a dedicated servant to the All-Father. I therefore hope you will look in sympathy on the fact that our duty to you weighs down our ability to do Odin's work. Perhaps some of our heavier obligations may be waived, so I can gain piety by reducing her taxes, or gain piety by lowering her levy obligations, or say I am the one doing Odin's work. And yeah, I mean my character, he's a cynical man, so he's not too religious himself. And he doesn't see any reason why she should have less obligations than the secular lords serving under him. I am the one doing Odin's work, he will tell her. She will lose opinion of me for this. And here is a call to war from our ally, High Chieftain Sörkvir of House Ivaring. He is the ruler of Söderöja in the north of the British Isles. He is attacking against the king of Alba for the kingdom of Alba. It's a holy war. And yes, we will accept and help our ally. And it was a good thing that I managed to land in Rome before this call to war came, because I think that this will make it so that as soon as our raiders leave these shores, they will no longer be considered raiders. So we will go help our ally, but we will first see to our raiding. Oh no! He became ill. King or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end we are all mortals. I was reminded of this as I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and my throat. You seem to be under the weather, my lord. I know a fair number of suitable remedies, says Torun. And Torun here, she is a renowned physician, and rightly so. She has cured one of my sons from typhus. She has also, not cured, I think, but definitely helped my wife with her cancer. She has greatly reduced disease symptoms thanks to Torun's treatment, so the king trusts her a lot. And therefore he will risk this risky treatment that Torun suggests. She is confident in her abilities by now, and the king is confident in her abilities, and I hope this will not be a mistake. Balanced humus. The pot which Torun brought with her to my chambers emitted a strange buzzing sound. Before I could stop her, she threw it on the floor, where it exploded in a cloud of pottery shards and swarm of furious bees. As my physician fled the room, I remained their only target. The treatment was almost as unpleasant as my symptoms, yet it seems to have been effective. While I'm not fully cured, I feel much better. So again, with this unusual treatment with bees, Thorin managed to do some good. I sent her a gift in the last episode when she helped my wife, and I was... See, she is already my court tutor and court physician. I don't really know what else I could do to... I suppose I can send her another gift. It's not much, but she definitely deserves it. She has quite a lot of gold now, Thorin. So she has earned this as court tutor and court physician, and she's well deserving of this gold. And here's a daughter who learned the Finnish language. Great job. Let's have her learn some other language. Doc Vulgar could be good. Do I have any more children? I have a lot of them, but anyone else who is in need of some language knowledge? Yeah, there were a few who needed knowledge of languages, so they shall have it. Doesn't look like the Pope is gonna put up any resistance here, so let's raid what he's got before we leave for Scotland, or Alba as it is called. And here is Gyda. She is the one raiding Rome. I wonder what she will do to them once she has finished with this raiding. I'm sure that the bishops and priests in Rome doesn't want to know what Gyda is about to do to them, and now she's doing it because it is fully looted and raided. And here's another scheme at court. Someone is plotting to kill me. This is not good. I hope Jarl Magnus here of House Ede, he's a good spy master, so I hope he can stop this plot. And I hope it's not Gyda trying to... No, it wouldn't make sense for her to try to murder me, because she is not she's the heir to England, but she's not the heir to the kingdom. So knowing her, she would probably want to rather try to murder her elder brother, so that she can So here is Major Arnbjörn. He was seen leaving the chambers of my courtier Gunhilda. Oh, they are probably just lovers. Yeah, I learned that they are lovers, and the king here really doesn't care. They could be, might be useful in some way, knowing this, but probably not. Right. How much loot do we hold now? There are... we could have room for some more, but I think we're done here. Look at... We have burned down the whole papacy, and there's hundreds of gold in loot here. Maybe some prisoners, no, doesn't look like, but here I have a son who's having a learning education, and he needs a tutor. So let's have Thorin here tutor him. And now let's go see about this war here up in Scotland. Let's go, let's sail here and deliver our loot, and then see what we can do to help our ally. Here we go, sailing through the Straits of Gibraltar, up north after a successful outing. And look here, I lost the trait ill because Gyda is such a great physician. Well, really, he's starting to get old, so I really should see about becoming feudal, because if I die and have a new character, I think he will need to amass some prestige and renown and such before being able to take this decision. And here is a man, Prince Johan of Powys. He's a Welshman. he is claiming that Mahavassal Jarl Halfdan of House Yngling led his sister Ragnell into carnal sin and he demands satisfaction for this. No, the king will say, "Ha, good one, Halfdan." Because for one thing, our religion doesn't have the same views on quote-unquote carnal sin as his Catholicism do, so we don't really see a problem with this. And recently he paid us for a truce, but the truce means that we will not declare war and take his lands. It doesn't mean that my vassals can't seduce his relatives. It's their right to do this. And also, I've been talking about this before. This is not really a religion, but when things happen regarding sexuality and such in this game, the event takes, even though you're playing a pagan character with a pagan religion, the flavor of the event text, they are very much adapted to the way the Christians and Muslims, or the monotheistic Abrahamic religions, views sexuality in how they read. Because I don't think, of course, there were social rules and norms in society for the pagans as well, and probably they condemned people being unfaithful and such in different ways, but it wasn't viewed, I think, as a sin by the gods in the same way as Christians and the Muslims view this for most parts, most of them at least. And also, I always found it funny that at least some religious people seem to think that their Almighty God, the one thing that this Almighty God really cares about, is what people do in their bedchamber. It's like God says, you shall not kill, but he doesn't care that much about even if you do. That if you sleep with someone out of wedlock or do any sexual activity that these people following God has decided is wrong, then you're in trouble, because then God will come down with you with a vengeance. I think it's funny because to me, religious people portraying their deity in such way is really portraying their deity as kind of a petty figure. Surely gods have better things to concern themselves about than how people make love and who they make love to. This is something humans worry about, and not gods. And there's a new perk for my stewardship lifestyle and an event with one of my daughters. She hid under the tables on a feast, and I can make her shy, impatient, or gluttonous. But I could go for shy. Yeah. He's himself is a shy man. And here's another event. It's my granddaughter Order. She is the firstborn daughter to my player heir, so she might one day rule. She is curious, that's her childhood trait, and she's on I set her on a learning education. This is where she can become, she is already shy, and she can always become vengeful, but it is really up to me. She is having a fight with this Helgi here. He's also of our house, the son of a Jarl Hauke Freyson of Norrland. I think Jarl Hauke is of her namesake's line, Auder, the favorite daughter of her first character, and one of her grandsons now rules Holland, and I think this is his brother. Yeah, that's right, he is of Auder's line. So she is having a fight with his son here. I can make her vengeful, deceitful, or calm. But yeah, he is vengeful himself, the king, so he will probably say this: you will have revenge in time. here comes my raiding party, and I became friends here with my daughter and ward. That's good. And yeah, let's take a look at this lifestyle perk I can have. Yeah, I'm working my way down to architect here. And now we have all this money. I don't think I can become feudal while at war. I must have the law absolute tribal authority. But yeah, let's risk it and try to finish this war first. Before we do this. Looks like there are some people from over here in this war. I wonder why. I thought the war was for the kingdom of Alba. But here it says that this Queen Inkeri is the war leader. Isn't this a bit strange? The King of Estonia and the Chieftains of Koronia and Queen Inkeri of Novgorod defending in the holy war for the kingdom of Alba. The kingdom of Alba is here. Is it not? Yes, it is. So why are they in this war? I don't get it. Because now they are here attacking in my lands, which is not good. Is there another kingdom of Alba? No, because it would be he was the one declaring this war. And the king of Alba is not even among the defenders here. But occupying counties in Alba certainly counts for the war score. I don't know if this is some kind of... if they have... The Novgorod here has declared for Alba, and he has chosen to also declare. If this is some kind of intended game mechanic with the Holy Wars, or if it's some kind of bug, I really don't know. But let's send then. Let's rearrange our troops and go to Finland there, because we don't want them to mess up my son's lands in Finland. He is a child born to Gunhilda Ulfing and my champion and relative Rodgeir. It's Brynjolfur, may you grow strong and wise. Let's send these onagers with my daughter Gyda up there to siege Alba capital and send the rest of our army to Finland here. This was really strange, this wasn't it? I knew there were some changes to... we're not even sieging here. I knew there were some changes made to Holy Wars, but certainly this was not intended. If anyone watching knows why we are at war for the kingdom of Alba, but fighting against people of Novgorod and Estonia over here, please enlighten me. Because here we are at Alba's capital and we're not even sieging it. This is really strange. And now they captured my grandson as well. Right then, so let's go fight them. Here's Georgia. She's an Orthodox Greek woman carrying a child with my son, Gandalf. Right? She is somewhere else. And Gandalf, where are you? Oh, he's down here with the Varangians. That's why he is lovers with this woman. Well, good for you, I suppose, Gandalf. They are gonna try to reinforce there, but looks like we are winning. Yes. And here is my spy master again, revealing this plot to kill me, or maybe he has another lead as to who is doing this scheming against me. A strange noise. I arrive back at my stronghold after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day, 58 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I have not heard from my wife Tuari or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and a hushed whisper from down the hallway. I can say, what could that be at this hour with no immediate effect? Or what's the quickest escape? Rappel from the windows. So I can get better scheme power and lose stress because I'm shy. And this is available because I have the shy trait. And also he knows that people are trying to murder him. So yeah, it looks like... even though the text here suggests that he misses some people close to him, he is not a man who generally enjoys meeting people, and also he is cynical, and his spymaster has told him that people are trying to murder him. So let's try to jump out the window here and escape whatever it is, or whoever it is whispering down there. And I've micromanaged my armies a bit here so that they will not stand and lose supplies this much. They have quite a significant force here, the Novgorodians and the Estonians. But this war is really strange. We are having war score for occupying Galloway, which is in Alba. Oh, is this... No. Oh, what a war you have declared. I get it now. Instead of doing kingdom conquest against the king of Alba here, who is really weak, and he can take all of this, or this kingdom for himself, he has declared a holy war for this county here, Galloway. And therefore we are fighting all of this. This must have been the stupidest war declaration I've ever seen. There are some really good war declarations he could do. Among them, a holy war or kingdom conquest against the actual kingdom of Alba. But no, Novgorod, they have snatched apart a bit here. And he thought that, well, this should be mine. I will declare a great holy war for this. And in doing so, he has involved all the people of the Ukonosku faith in this war. Well, that explains it then. But still, it's really, really stupid war declaration. And you dragged me in to this massive war for... And instead of doing like, yeah, let's do a county conquest, because this is all he will get, right? Instead of doing county conquest, he used the Holy War CV. Well, that's the AI for you, and with that, I think our feudalizing will just have to wait. Maybe I could. I probably could do this. Now, I thought I couldn't do it because I'm at war. But still, it is time to end this episode. If you enjoy my role-playing and storytelling, I'd be very appreciative of us if you subscribe or push the like button or leave a comment or anything you might think of to show your appreciation. Thank you for watching this episode here today. I hope I will see you soon. Goodbye.